Welcome back, legends and legendaires. And what a week we have had. Bitcoin actually tagged this local high here, and this was a major structural level. This was essentially the 2021 high, which happened in November 2021. And I actually posted in the group chat of the short setup that I took in real time. I entered the setup and then I posted it on the chat exactly 1 minute after. And so far so good. We hit the first take profit of 67.2k. Then the next take profit was this weekly level from, again, 2021. Because here when we had this run up here, this was like a major weekly open and close. And of course, the structure here wasn't that clear. But we have to work with what we have. And that also was the second take profit. And the third take profit I put was this monthly level. And if you can see here, for example, on the monthly chart from 2021, this was like a key monthly open and close, 61.3k. So after this false breakout in which we actually tagged the liquidity, we ran up and we went back into the range. We then quickly fell back here and we fell below the monthly level, a wick, and we went back into the range. And then we regained the monthly level and also the weekly level. And so far we're still in this range. I would expect actually another sweep of these highs, these local highs. And yes, we've had this dump, but we've actually regained these key levels fairly quickly. And something like this would be not out of the realm of possibility, but we have another run up like this, a false breakout, at least maybe tag some of these key levels here. And we could go back in the range again for another false breakout short setup. But then for this actual setup here, for this short setup that I took, I'm already out of 80% of the position, and so I'm just letting it run in case this happens to be the local high for this year. I could see, of course, a little consolidation range here happening, because of course nothing goes up in a straight line, and often there's a lot of ranges, and the market, generally speaking, 80% of the time is ranging as opposed to trending. So let's just see what happens. I suspect a potential range forming. We could have another sweep of the highs, and we'll see if we fall back into the range, or if we actually make a massive breakout of all-time highs, which is not out of the realm of possibilities as well. But I think it's just about taking one step at a time, not to get ahead of yourself as well. And just some key levels here to be aware of. We can see here, for example, there's some liquidity here, so especially 10x short liquidations. So this is where people are shorting and putting the stop losses. And of course, these higher time frame liquidations as well. So of course, we could get a tag of this liquidity and we go back in the range. And whilst we have had a huge run up this year, we also have to be aware of some untapped high volume areas. So for example, here we've got this zone here, this untapped point of control around 53.4k. This is another level. We had this one here as well, but this has been tapped by this wick. And so this is mitigated now. And so these are key things I'm also looking at as well. And of course, nothing goes up in a straight line. And it's about just really taking the setup in front of you as opposed to just having a bias. Because as we see time and time again, we had that BlackRock news and then Bitcoin did exactly opposite what people thought. It's not so much about the news itself. It's more about how the actual market participants actually respond to the news. So how people actually react to the news as opposed to the news itself. It's important to really, as traders particularly, the only information we have is the charts. And the chart tells a story. But guys, this is a quick market update, and I'll see you soon.